So here's part three of when I got kicked off the plane. So basically, the cops came on the plane and go up to me and my mom, and they're like, "You guys need to get off the plane." And I'm like, "I'm not getting off the plane if you're putting them back on the plane because that's not right, like at all." And they're like, "We're not putting them back on the plane." I'm like, "Can you promise me that?" Like, we're just being extra at this point because like we're not like no, like if they get to go back on the plane, then we're gonna have a problem. So eventually the cops get us to get off the plane, and then because they like guaranteed those bitches wouldn't get back on the plane. And we're walking out through the tunnel, right? And I hear people screaming and crying, and I'm like, what? So the people that were screaming and crying were the two females that were on the plane, and they're screaming and crying, and I'm like trying to listen to what they're saying to the other flight attendant because I'm like, what are they saying? And I don't want anyone to get offended by this, but they said the gay word that's offensive that starts with an F. I'm not gonna say. So at they're like, they called us a fucking F. I'm just gonna say an F, a fucking F, and that's why we started fighting and stuff. And I'm on the other side of the airport and I'm screaming and I'm like, no one called you a fucking F, like blah blah blah. And I'm like screaming, like the whole airport is staring at me, taking videos of me acting crazy because I was so fed up and done. Because I'm not doing this. Like, you guys caused all these problems and now you think that you're just gonna get back on the plane by making up false like stories. Like, are you dumb? Long story short, they wanted to put us on a flight the whole next day because they put them on the next flight that was open, and they didn't want us on the same flight because we were like problematic or whatever. But then we're like, how are you gonna put them on that flight when this was their fault, blah blah. But they heard like that they said that we called them a fucking F and stuff, and which never even happened. Never happened. I never even thought of that word ever in my head to call someone that. So I was just like in shock that they were bold enough to even say that. The way I found out I got to Florida before them was because I posted on my Instagram story. I was like, I just got into a fight and got kicked off the plane. I'm so mad, blah, blah, blah. And I tagged JFK Airport. My cousin clicked on the hashtag and was clicking through the stories and found the one girl's Instagram. And she was posting crazy stuff. She was like, JetBlue doesn't like gay people and like saying all this crazy stuff. She was taking videos like around in the airport, like drunk out of her mind. And like a bunch of the people that worked for JetBlue, they were like, I'm gay and I work for JetBlue. Like, what are you talking about? Like, she thought she did something. I'm running out of time, but then the other two females were taking videos of me saying they were gonna fuck me up in Florida. I screen recorded like so much stuff and it's mad funny. But yeah, the whole case got closed because like people on the plane were getting questioned like if me and my mom ever said that about the other two females, and everyone was like, no, they never said that because they were crazy bitches. Other than that, have a happy new year, guys. See you next year.